I'm here in what many people in the world consider to be the most innovative, creative, and most influential city in all of East Asia, Daejeon. And we're here to visit a little brewery run by a French man named Frédéric. And it's called The Ranch Brewing, and it's right over here. Let's go in, let's talk to him, let's drink some beers, and yeah, I'll tell you what I think. I'm here with Frédéric. He's the head brewer at the ranch here. Say hi.
Hi, the CEO of the Ranch Brewing Company.
Yeah, CEO, head brewer, owner.
Yeah.
So, a few questions for him. We'll get to know him and what his brewery is all about. So, you're French.
Sure.
How did you end up here in Daejeon?
So I lived in Korea for about 18 years now. I'm just finishing my 18th year. So I came here the second time for good, in 2004. And I was a master degree in the physics department at KAIST, the Korea Advanced Institute of Science.
My girl had mentioned that you went to KAIST. Yeah.
Yep, I have a 2 master's degree in physics and electrical engineering. And my wife, we are a CC campus couple. We met on KAIST. Mm-hmm. And she didn't want to move out of Daejeon, basically, so we decided to do something together after university. And so we opened a pub in 2007. It was called the Shisha House, and then we renamed it 2014 at the Ranch Pub. Okay, and I was into homebrewing. With Garrett in Daejeon. We had that very strong...
you and him, Garrett, I just met him inside, yeah.
We were a very strong brewing community in Daejeon. We had that event called the Juntoberfest, which is Korea famous homebrewing meeting, first week of June. We did for many years, and it was really good. But kind of went off shares because of COVID and all that stuff, right? And I started opening that bar in 2007, so 15 years ago, and worked at Weizenhaus for a year, worked with Brian
makes sense, at
Hand and Malt for a year, and then we decided with the buddies to open a brewery in Daejeon.
Okay.
So that was 6 years ago already.
So you have like a science background in education, but how did you... I have a
science background in science.
Huh?
I'm a scientist.
No, I mean, okay, sorry, you have like a science, but I mean educationally your background is science.
Yes.
But like how did the beer thing come about? You just liked homebrewing?
Yeah, homebrewing, but I was always into more like building stuff, right?
Okay. That's your whirlpool?
On the second, yeah.
Oh man, it's like so high up in the air.
Yeah, because we lack of space. So I designed it. I built my own brewery, right?
Okay.
So I designed it. I really designed that stuff so we can put all the tools, the heat exchanger and the piping under.
And the heat exchanger is right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. God, I mean, I haven't seen a ton of breweries, but yeah, that looks really not strange, but yeah, interesting.
I'm in physics, but both physics and electrical engineering, where we tend to build stuff, and so I wanted to build like automated brewhouse for a hobby, and while brewing at the same time.
We all have our hobbies, right?
That's right. I bought a 60 liter, 80 liter fully automated brewhouse when I was younger, and then that helped me being asked to work at Weizenhaus, basically.
Now, this sounds really ignorant, and I apologize in advance. You're French. We know of the French as being a people of wine. So, like, how did you get into beer initially? Like, what made you kind of go towards like a beer way?
You know that we can be more than one thing. Right?
Of course. That's what I mean. I don't want to sound like that, but yeah, like, were there great craft breweries in France that you liked?
500 breweries in France.
Okay.
But I wasn't that so much into the French beer.
Okay.
I was more into the Belgian beers.
Okay. Yeah.
Even
great beers.
Some German beers. Not anymore. I don't mind Belgian beers. Like you give me a Daejeon Tremens, for example, a triple.
Yeah.
I drink it, but I think it's just too strong for my taste right now. Yeah. I don't mind them, but sours, but I think it's a very small market.
Okay.
I prefer American style beers. I prefer West Coast IPAs.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
This is what you tried the beer earlier. Pretty much all we do is West Coast style beer.
Yeah, how many beers do you have on the menu? 8 or 9?
Now we have 8.
About 4 of them are IPAs, eh? Yeah.
Morning 4 or 5. We have four IPAs.
Right, half of the beer. Yeah.
One pale ale. Yeah. One golden ale.
Which are kind of
pretty
similar
hoppy.
Anyway. Yeah, a little similar. Yeah.
One stout and the seltzer.
Okay. This is a blueberry, and it's on the menu inside. It's called a hard seltzer. So essentially, I was just asking Frederick about this. Essentially, this is a beer. It's an ale, but they use so much centrifugal force and clarifying at the end stage, right? Like before bottling and again at the end of the beer production. And there's a ton of blueberries in it, and it's 5%, so it's not super strong. This is like probably the most like sessionable beer I've ever had in my life. Why are you looking at me? 'Cause she's gorgeous. That's why. But yeah, little bit of tartness. It's not even sour, just tiny bit of tartness. Great blueberry. The carbonation's pretty mild. Doesn't burn your mouth. Honestly, if you sat me out on the river and you gave me 12 of these over the course of 8 hours, I'd be absolutely wasted. But you could just keep. This is pretty good. But it's so clear though. You can like look, and it is a beer. But yeah, I'm really confused as to how he clarifies it that much. Interesting, anyway. And
we have more than that actually. We have other IPAs that we don't even sell here. That we make on contracts. We made on contract for other companies. Yeah.
Can you tell who you contract for?
Yeah, I mean we make those beers for Don Spike, which is a celebrity chef for his restaurants.
Okay. Okay. I was thinking beer breweries. Oh, I see what you mean.
We made beer for other breweries as well. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But we made beer for Don Spike, the celebrity chef. We make beer for a chain of a couple chains of chicken franchises, for example. Now we've been asked to make beer for the Bolyang Mud Festival.
Oh, why? Cool.
I don't know if it's going to happen, but if it happens, it's going to be a couple
We'll
hundred
see,
kegs.
Yeah.
I mean, the festival is happening, but I don't know if you're going to do the beer.
They're going to do. Okay. Well, good luck with that.
It's something.
Bonne chance. Good luck. Yeah. Speaking of bonne chance, do you have any like French influences in your beer?
We have the saison. So we have we made a couple French saisons over the year. We in a beer called Saison de Seigle.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It was a classic of
That's
us.
a rye saison, by the way. Yeah.
We made it for many years, and we changed a couple of years ago to a wheat saison.
Okay.
To make it closer to, it's not a Weizen, it's not a Belgian wheat.
Yeah, I was gonna say
in between.
Yeah.
We use French saison yeast and we dry up it. Obviously, that's what we do. But it's good. It's very popular.
Okay.
But we don't put it at a tap room, because we have too many beers.
Okay. And I guess I'll give you one more question. Where do you want your brewery to be in 5 years in the future? Let's say. Like, do you have any beers that you want to make, or like
the brewery will be here for 4 more years at that location.
I thought he was being funny. Okay.
We have a 10-year contract, so we don't know where we're going to be in 4 years.
But where would you like to be? What would your dream situation be? Yeah.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I mean, we do a distribution brewery, right? So we have 2 bars, right? One in Seoul, one in Daejeon. Yeah. So that keep us,
I will link those below.
That keep us busy.
Yeah.
For that, and we have about 200 locations where we sell our products in the country.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah.
So we like the way we're doing. I like that way of doing business. I'm not necessarily into running a tap room by myself and all that stuff. I prefer to do the business side of it. So I don't know. I think this location we will reach full capacity this year if Corona is still off zone. Yeah. I mean you can see we're not small, right? We're not big, but we're not small.
Yeah,
we have all the tools.
Judging by the situation there,
what you saw inside,
mid-size.
And that's half of it. We have half on the other side as well.
I was gonna say there's a whole other side of the building that I can't see.
That is off view, but it's the same size. It's,
okay, nice.
7 tanks.
Okay. What's your total capacity for liters?
I don't
like 10,000, 12,000.
Those tanks are 4,500.
Each?
We have 5 of them. So that's 22,000. This is 22,000 just right there, and we have about 14,000 on the other side.
36,000 folks.
Close to 36,000. Yeah. I'd rather do draft than cans.
Yeah.
And I'd rather do the best quality we can do at the price point for customers.
Yeah, all his beers are 7,001, which is not cheap, but as far as craft beer goes, that's certainly not on the expensive end either. That's a great price for like a decent pint of craft beer. Yeah.
It's not cheap, but it's not cheap. It's not expensive.
Yeah. Good. I'm happy with the prices here. Yeah.
It's not about those prices. Though. Those prices you pay because you came here. You came to the brewery.
To the brewery itself.
That's right. And it could have been cheaper. It could have been more expensive. It doesn't matter. You're going to pay whatever we ask people to pay.
Fresh out the vat. Fresh out the keg. Yeah. So I have a pecan stout now. I've had this before. It's very nice. He puts like roasted pecans. The roasting brings the oil out, right? You don't want oil in your beer. So he roasts them, gets the oil out, then he grinds them up, puts them in the whirlpool prior to fermentation. And this one's so nice. Oh, God. Yeah, the roasted smell is definitely there. A little bit of chocolate. Oh, it just has the roasting flavor is so nice. And there's this nuttiness to it. The sweetness from the pecans comes through. Excellent beer. Diane, what's that? Diane, one more time. What was that? I'm trying to record, Diane. Oh, she's playing Pokemon. She's ruining my video.
In the summer, you have a few beer festivals.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
Please
he mentioned
go.
this earlier. Yeah.
Please go. Please.
What are the big ones this year
So
that people
for
should
us
go
that
to?
we're going, the Gyeongju Beer Festival's early June, the Daegu Beer Festival end of June. Then you probably it's not official, but you'll have a Sokcho. You'll have Gangneung, Busan, Sokcho in July. Then in September, October, you will probably have a few more. I think August is too hot, so there's not many beer festivals during that time. June, July.
Yeah, we should mention that if you're coming here,
For the next couple
don't.
weeks.
Yeah, this won't go up until after. So yeah. Go to the brew pub in Daejeon or in Seoul. Yeah,
yes.
but this specific place won't be open. Yeah, I kind of
Yeah,
I got lucky there. Yeah,
I'll be on the road, all June and July for the festivals. So you will be able to.
You can still see them. Just time your beer festivals right. Yeah.
And obviously you can see all the friends. Like us, we like to meet customers, but we also like to meet our friends, which are the geeks to some limit,
The beer geeks.
the beer geeks to some extent, but the brewers. We haven't seen all of us together in 3 years.
Yeah, that's true. Like it's kind of the brewer family, right? Thank you, Frederick.
Yeah, you're
and
Good luck for your.
we will see you in another video at some point in the summer. All right, I'm obviously not at the brewery, but I am out in the forest camping today with my family, and we saw a horse on the mountain trail. I'll show you a picture now. But yeah, I had one of these at the brewery. This is the Morning Calm New England IPA. It's got it's double dry hopped with Citra, Eldorado, Cryo. Eldorado hops are really cool. They have like a kind of minty, florally kind of taste to them. So I had one of these earlier, but I got another one, and we're camping, and I'm gonna do another review of the Wagyu pastrami from John Cook. As a Jew, we take our deli meats very seriously. Now you probably think I'm joking, but actually, I'm actually a little Jewish, but not practicing. So, don't say anything anti-Semitic in the comments. So, here's the... If you watched my video where I walk along the hunt, I had one of these too, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, again, a lot of like New England IPAs can be super juicy and super tropical and super this and super that. And that's great, I love that. If you don't usually drink these and you're kind of unsure, maybe you're not sure what to think of them and you want an intro one, this one is a lot less like attack you with that, not even bitter hoppiness, but that super fruity, just overpoweringness that they can sometimes have, so. Honey, what did you think of this earlier?
It's nice.
There you go. She's the beer expert in our relationship.
I think it was the best beer that I had today.
Today?
Yeah.
Out of the, I guess, four beers? Yeah.
Five. You had the.
Well, this is the fifth beer. It's the same one as we had earlier, so.
Just eat it.
My viewers want to see me stick Wagyu pastrami in front of the camera. That's their number one priority.
More.
It was 11,000 won for this. Diane, are you coming in the video?
너도 먹을 거야 이거?
But it's Hoju-san.
고기 싫어.
She's a vegetarian. We think. Again, for someone who maybe isn't really into like IPAs, or if IPAs scare them, and you want to introduce them to a different kind of IPA, like a Western Coast one. If you want to introduce them to something a little less severe, and they're maybe not familiar with a lot of beers, this is actually a really good introduction to say, hey, not all IPAs are bitter, and this is one that's a bit off, but it's not overpowering in that other extreme of the IPAs, right? So, yeah, recommend the Morning Calm IPA. Thank you, Fred, for your hospitality. Go check him out in Daejeon, and we'll see you in the next
Daegu.
video. Daegu, is that the next one?